Finger buns, a nostalgic treat found in Australia and the UK. Comprised of an enriched dough, sometimes with fruits added, and topped with icing and sometimes coconut and sprinkles. Made popular from shows like the Great British Bake Off, where contestants were challenged on their perfect finger buns filled with chantilly cream and strawberry jam. Once popular back in the 1970s, finger buns are making a comeback, and now you see bakeries in Australia and the UK bringing out gourmet and modern interpretations. So the first thing that you want to do when making your finger buns is start by making your brioche dough. Now I've used all the ingredients in the recipe with the addition of a little bit of glucose syrup, and I have not added my second measurement of margarine or the margarine B measurement. So you just want to knead this until it starts coming away from the sides. And while that was mixing, I soaked my dried fruits. I have some raisins and some currants here, and I just poured over some boiling water just to cover them. They have cooled down now, so I'm just going to strain those. And I do like to soak them because it makes them nice and moist. So just squeeze out that extra moisture. And now that our dough has developed its gluten and we can do a window test, you want to add your soaked raisins and currants to your dough, and we're going to get this on a low speed until everything is incorporated. So I've had my raisins mixing on a low speed for a couple of minutes. Don't worry if everything is not fully mixed. We just want to kind of get it started. And I've got a little bit of light vegetable oil. We're just going to add to a container just to grease it so our dough doesn't stick. Just make sure that you rub that all around. And we're going to transfer our dough into that. And just to ensure that all of our fruits have been included well, we're just going to do a few turns. So just turn the dough around. We're going to stretch and fold it over just to make sure that everything is nicely incorporated. Now all we want to do is press our dough to each of the corners. And we're going to set this aside to proof until it is doubled in size. Once your dough has doubled in size, and I can see from the line on my container here, we're going to start scaling our dough. So the first thing that we want to do is just deflate our dough. So I'm just putting a little bit of flour on my hands, and we're just going to deflate it, just get some of that air out. Going to scale it into pieces which are 75 grams. Once all your dough has been portioned out, you want to turn all of these into balls. So just squish them down and then tuck underneath itself like so. So we have like a nice smooth surface, and then just roll it into a ball and then do it with the rest. Once all of your dough is balled, you want to go back to the first one that you balled, and you want to roll it out into a sausage or into a bun shape, and you want it to be about 5 inches or about the length of a standard pastry scraper. So just grab your ball and you just want to give it a roll. you have rolled out all of your finger buns, you want to put it in a warmish place, nothing above about 32 degrees, but a warmish place, and allow these to proof until they double in size. Once your buns come out of the oven, while they're still hot, you can brush them with a little bit of melted butter. Now this is going to make them even more soft. So I've had my finger buns cooling on a rack here, and I've just separated them all from one another. And now it's time to ice them. So I have my pink frosting for my retro classic Australian finger buns. So all you want to do is take your bun, and we're going to take some of our frosting. You may want to just give it a little bit of a stir, and we're going to pop it on the top. And once you've got some frosting all over the top of your bun, the most classic is to dip it in coconut. And there you have an authentic Australian finger bun. Now you can continue with the rest. Now that we have all our finger buns iced with our pink icing, we have our coconut topped and our hundreds of thousands or sprinkles. And these ones here, we're going to do our fancy or like more modern decoration. So in my bag, I have some mousseline cream, which I have flavored with some chai spices and some whiskey and praline. So all you want to do is take one of your buns, and we're going to cut this in half in the center, about 2/3 of the way down, and we're going to open this up and we're going to fill it with our mousseline cream. And I have here some pistachios mixed with some cardamom as well. So we're going to sprinkle this over the top. And that's how you make modernist and nostalgic finger buns.